What is up out there, horror fam? What's going on tonight, my friends? How are y'all doing out there in horror land, baby? Oh my goodness, we got Mark Roble, Dragon Blues, Chad Edmonds, Chris Harris. It's been a while, brother man. Daughter of Death, Jonas, John Heckman. Oh my goodness, MX, the Flute, and the Crow. The chat is popping tonight. I am so thankful that all of you are with us right now. And we have a few things. So, first of all, this is what I want to do. It's good to see you too, Chris Harris, man. It's been too long, Brother Jack, dude. And I'm loving the new profile picture you got there. Patty Heckman in the stream. What's going on, Patty? Stefan Poirier, what is going on? Hey! All right, so here's what I want to do, Nate Blanche, brother, man. Oh, I love you all so much. So glad to see you all here. So here's what I want everybody to do right now before we get started, okay? You got to do me a favor before this even gets started tonight. My special guest tonight is Michael. I see you in here, brother man. I'm not going to pull you in yet, but I want you to do this with me, dude. Will you do that? Give me a thumbs up. All right, man. Okay, so here's what I want all of us to do, my friends, okay? I don't want to see the chat moving for the next minute. Give me a minute. I don't want anyone to type anything because this is what I want you to do. I want everyone to close their eyes right now. Okay? I want everyone to close their eyes right now and just sit here for a second. Don't do anything else. Shut everything else off except for me. And if you're driving or operating heavy equipment, please don't do this, but close your eyes with me, okay, my friends? Just do that. Be in the moment. Feel what you're feeling in your body, okay? Is there any sensations anywhere? How do you feel? What emotions are you feeling? Just give that a second. Find yourself. Now I want you to take 3 deep breaths with me, okay? Let's do it together. Ready? Here we go. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Now, my friends, with your eyes still closed, I want you to realize we are all connected. We are all the horror fam. Last night, when you went to bed, we were connected together. You were connected to me. We are all joined, okay? We are family. Tonight, when you go to bed, you're not alone. We are family. Tomorrow, when you go to bed, next month, next year, we are all family, okay? We're all together, okay? Open your eyes, smile, and realize you're with friends. You're with family, okay? That is what we're doing tonight, okay? We are going to bring on somebody that is special to me. His name is Michael. Michael is a super fan. And he found me. I don't even know how to this day, but he did because he's a super fan and he loves me and I love him. He has been a blessing in my life. He is a part of the family now. So I just want to go ahead and bring him on, and I want to go ahead and introduce him a little bit here. Michael, he has autism, which we're going to be talking about tonight. And he was an orphan. And since he has progressed so much in his life, he's found faith. He's found his way. He's found his calling. Michael, it's going to be an honor for you to be on here tonight, man. I'm going to go ahead and pull you in, brother, man. Here we go, Michael. Look at you, dude. You're with us, man. How are you doing tonight, brother?
What's up, fam? I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great, man. Let me tell you what. Did you close your eyes with me? Because I wasn't peeking.
A little bit.
Ah, you peeked a little. But did it feel...
I've been known to be a rebel, so...
Hey, but did it feel good for you, man? Do you feel connected with me, brother?
It does. I really do it. And I know my mom, she's watching too, so she's going to tell me she's watching, so she's going to be on soon.
She's one of us too, man. Look at all these comments we're getting already. DOD saying, sup, bud? Stefan over here. Hello, sir. John Hackman with the Michael. Yeah, we got Michael in here. But
much love, guys. Much love.
And I want to
But
comment on this. Stefan says that he or she was an orphan as well. And Michael, I know you went through that in your life. So this is an announcement I want to make, and this is in your honor, brother. Tonight, my friends, I don't want any money coming to me. I've turned off the stream goals. I've turned off, the donation goals for my stream. If you look, we are running a fundraiser tonight. That is where, if you're going to spend any money tonight, I want it to go to that fundraiser. It is for the Global Orphan Project. I want all money sent to them, please. It assists orphans, and the money goes to local churches, and they help these children in the best way that they can. So, Michael, man, that is in your honor. I set that up tonight, man. All donations in honor of Michael tonight, my friends, please. If you're
and
going to
let me
spend
just
money,
say
do it that
this:
way.
I do have people. I do have a birth mother that she's a fan of the horror films as well. But I also have a lot of people in my life who become like family. And my mom, I sent her the link on it. She's one of my biggest supporters, and I have a really best friend. Her name is Kelsey, and she loves horror movies like I do. So it's like I have a lot of biological family, but I also have a lot of family that I've chose to be my family. So it's like now we're an orphan, but it wasn't the best life growing up. But I'm thankful that I have good people in my life now, and that's what matters.
That's what hey, I'm with you, brother. And you got all these people in here with you too, man. We're all family, my friend. So, so, Michael, I want to ask you this. Like I said, you've been a blessing. You found me and connected with me personally on Facebook. I still don't know to this day, but I'm happy you did, dude. What initially made you such a fan of my channel?
Well, I think it's interesting because a lot of people, when they know the horror movie facts, nobody really cares. But it's
Mm,
like it's good to know that a lot of people who's not on the spectrum, other people who don't think about things, it's like who cares about that? But it's like, well, I do. Just like I told you earlier today, it's just something. It's like a hobby, something that I'm really good at. And
mm-hmm.
I was I was looking for your name. It's like, and then I heard Bojangles. I said that's a restaurant. That's not his name. And so I saw that Steven was liking the Talk Horror post, and I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
huh. I said, and so I said for add friend, and I didn't think it was going to happen. But I mean, I don't. I have some famous people on my Facebook. Like I have Adam Marcus, who's the co-writer of Jason Goes to Hell, and I've
Oh,
actually
Marcus
had a call from him.
Adams.
Yes, who wrote Jason Goes to Hell, and he wrote the Texas Chainsaw, the one in 3D with what's his name, Trey Songs. And I've never
Yes.
met him, but I've had a phone call with him one time on audio.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, Stefan here says, I was born in Ukraine and immediately given up to the orphanage. Got adopted at 2 years old and been in Canada since I was two. Yeah, I'm glad you found yourself a family there, Stefan. And I would love to hear
Absolutely,
how.
Stefan.
Yeah.
And it's good to have family because, like I said, while I do have a family, there's some people in my family that I don't talk to. So it's different between a true orphan because I don't
Mhm.
know. I still have my mom, and I'm very blessed. But I mean, for the people who are truly orphans, my heart goes out to you.
Yeah, true, absolutely, man. And that's where I'm hoping with the fundraiser tonight. That's where that money is going to go. It's going to go to helping some orphans, and you know, so anybody,
Right,
I even put a special message up there for people who donate tonight to the fundraiser. So please feel
right.
free to swing your money that way. Now, Michael, let me ask you this, brother. So okay, so you found my channel, but what keeps you coming back? What has made you be a continuous fan of mine, brother?
Well, like I said, how you take care of your fans. Some people let things go to their head, but I mean, every shout out, he's like, "What's up,
Mm-hmm.
Michael?" or "What's up, Jonas?" or just how you interact with people and just how kind you are and how down to earth that you are. It's hard to find people who actually care about people because somebody's like, "Oh, I got this, I get this, I got that." That's good, Chris Harris, and never tell anybody what you can't do because you can do anything you set your mind to. Just keep your faith. If you have faith in God, if you don't, I would recommend you do that. And it's not an easy road, but it's the best road you could take.
Well, Michael,
So
you say that you stay connected with me because of my interaction with the fans, and then I'm easy to talk to. I'm approachable and whatnot. Well, let me tell you something, man. You fans, you family, make it easy because I want to connect with you people anyway, and you all make it so you're so welcoming, so loving, so supportive, so everything. That's one reason I love doing these live streams. It allows me to talk horror with the fans and you people. But man, you've become family, and that's why I've taken on the whole horror fam thing, because that's what it feels like every night for me.
right, and it's
You know,
phenomenal. I mean, just the whole idea, like, come closer, my friends. I have something scary to show you. I
well, I'll
mean,
tell you what, we're going to get into that here in just 1 second, Michael. Let me, because I have to, let me, because I got something special I'm going to call you out and I want you to do for me, brother. But I want to know, do you have a favorite video of mine?
well, I guess the first one I saw is before you showed your face, because
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw this out there. You asked, I'm telling you. So that's one rule about me
absolutely,
that you'll
brother.
learn to appreciate. When I first heard your voice, I'm thinking this voice is somewhat irritating, because I mean it's like just the way you said it. And then I said, "What does this kid even look like?" And I thought, I mean, it's totally different than when I saw you finally showed your face. I said, "Oh, that's what Bojangles looks like." Oh, okay. And then
This so
I got to,
surprised you?
yeah. I mean, you just, I mean, it's a lot of surprises, but you don't ever expect. Just like the people in the movies, who was revealed to the antagonist. You said, "But that's her best friend. They were close." Well, they're two people just alike. So one of them is the suspect, and the other one's just a.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, I totally do. Um, hey, I would like to say I'm not sure who it was, Michael, but we just received a $3 donation to the Global Orphan Project. So thank you so much, whoever sent that over. And that is awesome. You've helped someone. So thank you so much for
Yes,
that.
you guys are phenomenal. You guys are incredible.
Uh,
Mom, if you're in here, or Kelsey, if you're in here, uh, Jonas, I am from the South.
there you go. Yeah, Jonas wants to know where you're from. Looky here, Michael. You have family in here, brother. Brooke hitting you with that. She is so proud of you. That is
Thank
awesome,
you.
dude. And
She's
I am. Go ahead, brother.
she's really sweet. I mean, I have a lot of friends and family that I've adopted, and like the lady I call mom. I mean, my mother is still alive, but we don't talk that much. But my mom, who the lady I call mom, she's one of my biggest supporters, and I cannot thank
Yeah.
God enough for her every day. And Brooke is like my adopted aunt, and she's only 2 years older than me, but she's really sweet.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And here's, Chad Edmonds says didn't have autism, but in the IEP in school they labeled me emotionally impaired. So they put me in special classes with smaller class ratios. And then I see this comment right here, Michael, from Dragon Blues that says, "We love you the way you are, Chad." Absolutely.
Absolutely, and I know who that is too.
Oh, yeah? You do?
I do, I do know who that is.
Whoa, look here, Michael. Sarah. She's so proud.
Thank you, Sarah.
Keisha's
Hey, Keisha.
proud. Hey, you have a lot of support in here tonight. That is very awesome. Stacy, I'm not sure if you
I
know
know her
her, but
too.
oh my goodness, man. You've brought all these new family members in here for all of us to meet and interact with. I love it, man. I feel the love tonight. Let me ask you this, man. But before I move on, what would you like to see more of on my channel?
Things that I don't know.
Oh, so you would like to see more 10 things you didn't know videos?
Well, I'm thinking about like a lot of the facts that I shared with you earlier, like stuff like that you didn't know about.
Yes, yes,
So
Michael. We were. So me and Michael had a talk on the phone earlier. We cheated a little bit, okay? We decided to have a conversation on the phone earlier, but just to discuss horror movies. And you were telling me some stuff that I didn't know. It was crazy. It was like, oh my goodness, dude, you need to
it's
start
AT.
your own YouTube channel.
Well, I'm not confident like you are, but it's called ATD, aka attention to detail.
There you go. There you go. Well, let me see here. We have another donation to the Global Orphan Project. Let's see. $50.
Let's
Oh my
go. Let's
goodness.
go.
Let's go, Michael. This is because of you, brother. You're inspiring people. Nicholas Skills, hit the thumbs up. Absolutely, horror fam. And hit that subscribe button. We are strong in here tonight. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Yeah, 27 people up in here right now, Chad Edmonds.
Yo,
I'm loving it, brother. We're going to keep growing.
What's up, Chad?
But hey, Michael, there's 27 people in here right now, though. Can I
and
put
guess
you
you know what the funny thing is?
What's that?
27 is my lucky number because my birth month, I was born the 27th on the date. My birthday is the 27th. I was born.
Hey, Michael, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, though. Is that okay with you?
Bring it on.
Okay, now listen.
Anything, just so you know.
Now listen, we have 27 people in here watching right now. I've waited for the perfect moment because you crack me up every time you do this when we talk on the phone. I want you to give the kind folks out there, the horror fam, your best impression of me.
Welcome to Talk Horror. Here are 10 things you may not known about Scream 2. We're diving in.
Listen at that southern twang you put on it, brother. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it, dude. Hey, everybody, let's get some hands up for Michael, man. He nailed me. That was awesome, dude. That was badass. Yes. Happy birthday, Michael.
It's not my birthday, but thanks.
It's not yet, but hey, we celebrate. I celebrate my birthday every day. You can ask Dragon that. Every day is my birthday.
If I went about that ratio, I'd be old as the hills and twice as dusty.
Look at all these hands you're getting, brother. Look at this. JK, MX, Sarah, Jonas, Mark. Oh my goodness, dude. You nailed it. Yeah, I'm out of a job. Mike, we have found my replacement. It's you, dude.
Here's something that you guys might not have known. There goes again. I'm nobody, y'all. I'm not the YouTuber, y'all. I don't even have the guts to do this 24/7. I do this on Facebook every once in a while. So
I absolutely love that little southern twang you add to it, though, man. Now you've got to even take it a step further. You go, come closer, my friends.
Look, come closer, my friends. I've got something scary to show you.
Yeah, see, I'm out of a job. That's it. People are going to see this and they're going to be like, hey, we demand Michael. What? Looky here, Lawson.
What's up, Lawson?
My goodness gracious, dude. You have everybody in here checking you out tonight. People love you.
All right.
I don't know if you knew this, Michael, but Jonas, he lives in my basement. I keep him down there chained up, nice and tight. He says, now you're the one who has to bring him his meals since you're replacing me.
Well, Jonas, if you look like anything like your picture, I'm gone. Bye.
Michael ain't falling for that. Oh my goodness, look at this. Chad Edmonds is already saying, Stephen who? I'm out of here, man. Look what you've done. Well, Michael, let me ask you something here, brother. You know, now the autism thing is, you brought this up to me. I noticed every time it seemed like we would talk, that's how you would identify yourself. You'd say, "Hey," and
I need to stop doing that.
No, well, that's fine with me. I mean, I'm just saying, I picked up on that you would do that. You let me know, and that's your way of introducing yourself and stuff, and that's why. One reason we're talking about this tonight. Otherwise, I wouldn't bring it up, but that's how you've introduced yourself. So I just felt like I could maybe ask you some questions about it to educate myself as well as some of the viewers in here who might not, be educated on autism and how that affects people and stuff, especially, in the horror community too. So I was going to ask you, brother, man, do you feel like due to your autism, you're able to see horror movies differently?
No, because, well, I like to find out who done it ahead of time so I can read their body language and I pick up on things like on the Scream movies. If I say who done what, I got to find out first who does it, so I can just pick up on things like their body language. like for an example, have you seen Scream 4 before?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like Scream 4, like when Jill and Trevor are talking in the hallway, and he said, "Come back to me," and she turns around and rolls her eyes, and I know what she's thinking, not directly because she's an actress, she's playing a role, but in her mind, in her character's mind, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna tie you up and I'll throw you in the closet and I'm gonna, oh." But I mean,
Yeah.
people think it was Trevor that did was the kill in the movie, but it's like, if we knew that it was him, be too obvious. So of course it was Jill. It's like,
Yeah. So you're saying that you don't think it's necessarily autism that kind of reveals these. It's that you pay super close attention to the movie
well,
and
it's
you
kind of like
analyze things.
it's like a superpower in a way. It's like, and the reason I tell people I'm autistic and I'm learning to stop doing this is because, I get when I talk to people, I'm really, really awkward, and sometimes the conversation gets really, really awkward and I get nervous. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I need to stop telling people that are autistic because there's so much more to me than just autism. I'm somebody's son, I'm someone's brother, I'm someone's uncle, I'm a friend, I'm a person, and like I said, that was my goal this year to not talk about autism so much. I mean, like not talk about, hey, I'm autistic. Yes, I am autistic, but there's so many
Mm-hmm.
things to me more than just autism. There's so many more things.
Preach it, brother. And that's why I said, um, if you hadn't approached me that way, then I wouldn't have said this. So you'd have been on here just because you're a fan, man. You know,
Well,
uh,
I appreciate it, but it's just like I live on my own, and it shocks people. It's like, you live on your own. I said, yeah. They said, how'd you do it? I said, listen, God gave me a brain to use, and I'm not incompetent. I'm able to live on my own, pay my own
mhm.
bills. I don't drive or anything. I don't hardly cook, but I mean, I have a good support system, like as you see in the comments, and I've
Oh
been
yeah,
blessed. I've been blessed beyond measure to have so many wonderful friends, so many wonderful family, and so many. I have several other videos on YouTube that I'm in other part of the communities, and I'm so blessed to have people who keep me grounded. Because sometimes when people give me compliments, I appreciate them, but I don't want them to get up here because it's so easy for your ego to get big as your personality. And there's nothing wrong with being
yeah,
confident, but you can't exactly,
yeah,
Sarah. You cannot
yeah,
just let things get you down because you're so much better than that. Because there's just one thing about you, just one thing. I
yeah.
mean, there's so much more to me than people realize. He said, "Wow, I didn't
Oh,
realize that about you." I said, "Well,
abs-
ask me." I mean, like I took the
absolutely.
homecoming queen to prom my junior year.
Yeah, you did. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the
Yes,
pictures, and and yeah, that's when me and you talked on the phone the very first time, we played a game. Like, okay, tell me three things I don't know about you, and then we went. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping tonight too, man. We can discuss this and we can learn more about you and autism in general, and also, man, yeah, there is so much more to you than that, and
and
so.
so this stuff y'all find out, it's gonna blow your mind.
And here we go. Toronto Freddy says, "Hey Bo, not too sure if you have heard of Pizzowell. His brother Jeremy, who he features quite a bit on his channel, also has autism. Both of those guys are dope. Awesome, man. Thank you, Toronto Freddy, for
And
that suggestion. I'll check it
if you,
out."
if y'all go to two YouTube channels, you will see that I'm on them as well. As the Walking Discovery Crew is about living with autism as an independent adult.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have YouTube videos out from the John the Backwoods dude. He's on the spectrum. But he's also a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the Guinness Book. Wow.
Oh, Patty and Big Paw donated $50. Hey, thank you so much, Patty and Big Paw. You are amazing. I will say, if you can, I'm not really taking donations, and I've turned off the donation goals as much as I can. Please, 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 instead of sending me money, if you can, send it to our charity tonight, which is the Global Orphan Project, to try and help those orphans as much as we can. But thank you so much. You're absolutely wonderful people. I really appreciate that. And and let me ask you this. Oh, well, first, let's see. Nate Blanche says autism isn't a disability, it's a different ability.
And
Is
it's like this ability, and you dish, like I'm just playing on words, like you dish people, like you're dissing
mhm.
you make the disability disappear.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. And look here, Patty Heckman says, Michael, you are opening up and letting us know we all have something to offer, no matter our abilities, because we all have gifts. Absolutely.
Right.
And we are all gifts to each other.
Yeah, I mean, we all can learn a thing from two. We can all learn a thing or two from each other. I mean, the thing is, if this world is so corrupt, and the thing is, if we can just let our differences aside and just drop all the egos and quit just trying to argue and fight with people, because it's not gonna solve anything. It's like, and I want to make a special shout out. One thing, is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay, brother. Go ahead.
I want to make a special shout out to God and my grandma and my mom, and my best friend of all time. I just wanted to tell them how much I appreciate them, how much I love them, and if it wasn't for them, Mom, I love you dearly. I'm so glad that have you part of my life, Kelsey. You're such a blessing. I just want to say thank you, and God, just thank you for this wonderful path that you have me on. And I could not have asked for a better surprise. This is something I never thought in a million years would ever happen, and I'm
And you
glad
know
it
what?
did.
I'm grateful to them too, Michael, because of what they've done for you in your life has put you on a trajectory to meet me. And as I said, you're a blessing to me. You're a blessing to everyone in here tonight. So that
Yes,
is, I mean, this is where we're meant to be. And John Heckman came through. He's one of the ones who threw the $50 into the Global Orphan
thank you,
Project.
thank you,
Absolutely.
John, and
Absolutely. I will
Sarah,
transfer that right on over.
Brooke. Keisha, everybody who I know in the chat, thank you so much for always being there. Thank
Yes.
you for loving me. Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Michael, can I ask you a question? And later, I actually am going to share some pictures with the horror fam. That's coming a little bit later. I just wanted to let you know that. But why did you introduce yourself as having autism when you first met me, or when you used to first meet people?
Well, first off, habit. Number
Ah,
two
okay.
is just because when people meet you, you start talking to them, and then your conversation gets weird. So if you think you start telling
Mm-hmm.
people about maybe they treat you, they just know what's up
Oh,
because they know
so
something's up. So, but then
ah,
they get to know you, and it's like, I'm trying to break that habit because I'm still doing it, not as much, but it's like,
ah,
now it's like I want people to get to know Michael for who Michael truly is, not just because
and
of the label. Love me because you love me, not because
yeah.
I have a stigma that puts a label. This is just a label. It's not defines who I am as a person.
So you had a bit of anxiety around it, like you felt like you might project yourself a bit oddly, and you wanted to warn people in advance that that's what's going on. There's a little bit of
Yes,
anxiety there. Okay.
terrible anxiety. Even now I do, but it's like, God is taking away a lot of the anxiety, and it's like I'm not as scared as I used to be. It takes time, just like they always say, practice makes progress. Practice makes perfect. I said no, practice makes progress. Take one day at a time, take it for what it's worth, and just take it easy on yourself.
There you go. And look here, man. Sarah
I
coming in
love
saying
you.
she loves you. Uh, you know, we have Brooke saying, "Thank you, Michael. Love you, nephew." And we
Thank
have
you, Brooke.
JK here. He says, I don't know. Sometimes it certainly feels like a disability, but I have mad respect for others with autism who are flourishing. That's because JK is also autistic. I believe I saw that earlier.
JK, I want you to know something, bud. I don't know you from Adam's house coats, but I just want to let you know that you're an amazing person. You keep your head up on, keep God first in your life, and just keep doing your stuff, man. Or gal, whatever and just want you to know that you're awesome in your own way. Just keep it up, and you won't be discouraged. I promise.
Oh, man. That right here, Adam Dober said the first time he met you, your first statement was to him was that you were autistic, and he said, "That's nice, but tell me who you are." That's
Facts. And Adam's like an uncle to me. I mean, he's part of the same crew as Sarah and all them. And like I said, and if I could go back in time and change everything, would I? Absolutely not. Because it's like, if I never knew that now, like I do now,
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be the person I am today. So it takes time to grow. It's like a plant. The more you water it, sometimes it stands still, sometimes boop, and it
Yep.
blossoms and it continues to grow.
Yep.
You can cut the tree down, but the roots will still be there. And that's like just like our life. We may be cut down, the water may wet us, and the branches may break, but the roots will still be there. And never forget where you come from. Never.
And here we go. JK saying thanks, buddy, and sending you the love, brother.
All love, Jakey. All love.
So
Every bit of it.
here we have a question from Patty Heckman. She wants to know, what is your draw to horror films? How do they make you feel?
Like an adventure. It's just like an escape from reality. It's kind of like when I don't watch them as like much as I used to, but I
Mm-hmm.
still watch them. But it's like when COVID first came out, of course, I'm one of the few people who didn't get vaccinated, and I'm not ashamed of that for not doing it. I'm a rebel anyway. But I locked myself in the house for about a year, for a few months, and I just watched them just to get my mind off things. And plus, when I was growing up in foster care, I was never allowed to watch them. So when I got out of there and moved in with my grandma, um, I decided, okay, I'm going to watch them now. And I thought it was bad for watching them. It's like, no, it's just a movie. Just keep yourself different between fiction and reality, because there's a fine line between fiction and reality. It's like,
Yeah. So do
yeah,
you
there it
find
goes.
them? So do you find here's one thing that's a little bit weird with me. But I have found that horror films really soothe me. Like I can put on a horror film and I'll be so comfortable and love it so much I can fall asleep to it. It makes me feel good. I love them. Do you ever get that feeling with them?
Well, I did, but I fell on God and fell in love with God over the last couple of years more. So that's my big turn on. That makes me fall in love. I mean, I don't love horror movies. I like them, and this is
Oh,
a fine line between like and love.
yeah, and you told me actually you shared a great quote with me earlier. I believe you said it was from your pastor because you explained to me that you have become much more religious lately. Um,
Well, as a spiritual person, because religion is rules.
mm,
Spirituality is a whole different level. It's about a relationship. It's not about you have to do this, you have to do that. Yes, when you find God, you believe in God, your life will
mm-hmm,
change. Like I still
yeah.
watch them, but not as much as I used to. But I still have, and sometimes I've always wanted to meet these people in real life. At the same time, I don't want to, because if I met them, who knows what they'd be like in real life?
Yeah. And you but you said that you don't feel like you can't watch horror films because of
Right.
being spiritual.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
said that,
I, s-
go ahead.
I still watch them. I mean, some movies are different. Like this one movie that terrified me when I first saw it at 12 years old, and when I watch it now, it's still like, oh my goodness, I hope this never happens to me, and I won't go on a mountain because of it. And that's The Descent.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that is a great one, dude. That is a scary movie. Oh my goodness. And Toronto here says, I love Michael's philosophies. Me too, man. You're on it, dude. You should be like a motivational coach or something. I love some of your sayings, man. You know, the practice makes progress and
Well, it's God, brother. Honestly, that's all it is. And plus, it takes time to, like I said, someone said, how are you so wise? I said, well, first off, God. Number two, going through stuff in life will change you.
mhm.
It definitely will. If they tell you that you're not going to change, you're not going to be the same person as you are when you were 12. Shoot, I'm not the same person I was at 25 that I am
Mhm.
now at almost 30. Well,
Yeah.
28. So
Well, Adam Dober here wants to know what movie scares you the most.
life. That's my Uncle Adam. Oh, I guess the main movie that scares me the most is probably, it didn't scare me in the moment, but it was Contagion.
Oh, okay. Especially after what we've went through, huh?
That and the movie called with Jennifer Carpenter called Quarantine,
Quarantine. Yeah.
because it's like, I watched that stuff and it's like whatever happens in real life, and then and the happening like years ago, I just knew it's just a movie. But now that I'm older, because that movie came out June 13th, 2008. I was
Hmm.
13 at the time. And now that I'm older and I watched it, it's like all the stuff that's happened before our eyes is happens on that movie. So something, do they know something we don't know? Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Woof. Yeah. Well, both Sarah and Jonas want to know what is your favorite horror movie?
Carrie.
Oh, okay. The original?
CC's basic. Yep.
Hey, okay. I like that. Hey. And that's one you don't hear too often, but I really like that. That is a really good movie. Have you read the book?
I have not. I don't mind reading, but I I like the books, okay, but like the movie is even more phenomenal, and it's just amazing to me
Yeah.
how that seems like a legit true story, even though it's not, obviously. But I
Yeah.
mean, that one is just so spot on. It's like a 1970s dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's it. I'm with Jonas here, man. That is a very interesting pick. As and J.K. Carrie is a great choice, absolutely. And OG Carrie kicks butt. Thank you, Daughter of Death. It absolutely does. Do you?
And The
Go ahead.
remakes was
Ah, not a fan, huh?
but it's all right. But Mariano,
Ah, listen at that. Listen at Michael dropping some behind the scenes info there. I love it, brother. Yeah, there you go. Stefan says, I love Carrie. Sissy Spacek is one of my all time favorite actresses. I read the book. Good read. I've read it too. I really like the book.
she's so different than most celebrities because I mean, you see her in an interview. She looks like a lady like who said that she looks like she would be behind the desk of a library.
Yeah, absolutely. MX wants to know, what is your favorite holiday?
Mm, does my birthday count?
There you
No.
go. That's my answer too, buddy.
Um, Easter. I mean, probably Christmas because I get to celebrate the birth of Jesus and brings my family together and we can all spend time together.
Ah, so you guys you get together, you get to eat up and just chat with the family, huh?
Yes, yeah, I'll be going to see my brothers in next week sometime, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Oh, that's awesome, man. What's your favorite thing to pig out on at those family get-togethers?
The macaroni and cheese, that's mine all day.
Oh my god.
um,
Oh, that's Dragon Blues right there to a T, brother.
um, I like the ham. I can never
Mm.
have enough ham because I'll go ham on some ham. Okay.
Yeah, you do. Oh man. Hey, let's look here. Patty Heckman says, how do you like paranormal type movies?
They're good to watch during the day. At nighttime, absolutely not.
Which one would you say is the scariest paranormal movie you've seen? Like The
Probably
Exorcist, The Conjuring?
none of those. Probably the con
No.
on the probably the Haunted in Connecticut Part Two, with the little girl named Heidi, because I know
Oh.
those people.
Uh-huh. What?
They don't live too far from me, like Mr. Gordy's ghost. I know the people that it happened to through social media.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow.
I mean,
That's
I don't.
crazy.
I've talked to the mom, but I've never
Mhm.
talked to the little girl. I mean, the little girl's grown now, and I'm like, she's pushing 40 years old. But I mean, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Well, here's the question I actually had for you because of that. You talk with a lot of horror movie actors or actresses or like you said sometimes the real family that this happened to. Who is a celebrity or someone in the horror universe that you would love to meet or talk to that you haven't yet? Who's
You,
that? Me? You want to
yeah,
meet me?
yeah.
Hey, we can make that happen, man. Someday when I get down to your neck of the woods, I'm gonna call you up and be like, dude, where you at? Let's go get some mac and cheese, some ham, some mashed potatoes for
We,
Dragon Blues, and
yeah, and look, I gotta have look. I love all the sauces, and I just joined the gym about a month ago, so I'm trying to stay in tech with that. But I just gonna.
mm.
It's like it seems like dang near impossible for some days.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. So I saw Chad had a question here. He wants to know, back to the Carrie thing. If there wasn't the hand jump scare at the end of Carrie, would it be held in such high regard? I I think that is a legendary ending.
Well, I think it's kind of lame, and I'll tell you why.
Oh,
Because the camera's panning down, you know something's going to happen. Well, in my
but
mind, I mean, that's just how my mind works
yeah.
because you know something's going to happen. It's kind
Ah,
of like what Jamie Kennedy said. He said, "Careful, there's always one last scare."
yeah, absolutely. And then they stole the one last scare from Carrie and put it in Friday the 13th. That's why we have Jason jumping out of the lake at the end.
And for some, when I first saw Friday the 13th Part Two, and he jumped out of the lake to get her in the flashback. By the way, I
Mm-hmm.
have Adrian King on Facebook as well.
Hey, me too. I do believe. Yeah.
Um, so when he pulled in to grab her, I said, he looks so decayed. I thought he was like an Indian boy, like with a bandana and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I thought I saw when I was a kid. But then the first when I first the very first Friday the 13th I saw was part 7 with Kane Hodder, his first appearance
Ooh.
with Tina, and I was like, and then the same year I saw part 1, and I'm thinking, why is Jason Voorhees driving a Jeep? I didn't know he could drive.
Oh my goodness. And Michael here wants to know, or I mean, excuse me, Jonas wants to know, Michael, do you have a favorite Halloween movie?
As in the Michael Myers universe, if so, then yes, part 4 is my favorite Halloween movie with
Oh,
Daniel
good
Harris and the
pick.
late Don Shanks because it's the first Halloween movie I saw, and I was pretty impressed at 7 years old watching it on um Monster Fest back in the day, 2002. Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
no, I was 8.
Monster Fest. Oh my goodness. Hey, there we go. I like it. Let me ask
So
you a
I watched it,
question. Yeah, remember they would always show 4 and 5 back to back, just over and over all day long, it seemed like.
but hey, look, I was not complaining, and let me tell you, even when
Mm-mm.
I have those movies, I have those movies at home on
Yep.
DVD and Blu-ray, and I
Yep.
would watch them back to back together, like old time's sake.
Yes, yes, sir. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever relate to some of the characters in horror films? Have you ever watched one and
Hmm.
been like, "Oh, that's me"?
Yeah, I related to the kid. Like I related to Jason in a way because I got picked on a lot, and Carrie I was picked on, and
Mm.
it's kind of like a Cinderella. I said Cinderella, but I like to call it a Cinderella story since I'm a guy. So I mean, also the movie called Trick or Treat. You seen that with Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a really good movie for its day. And it's like I can relate because I got picked on a lot when I was a kid, and people are like, "Oh, there's no way." I said, "Well, I got picked on, but I haven't got picked on by other people that I lived with. But I mean, I'm thankful to God that doesn't happen anymore because if it happens again, I'm able to stand up for myself. And whereas before, I never was able to. So I thank God every day that I'm finally having a voice. And I want to thank you so much for allowing this to happen. So thanks.
Oh, absolutely, brother. And yes, I can identify with that. I was picked on as well, and I do not like bullies. So if anyone out there, if you're a bully, knock that shit off. If you're getting bullied, hey, it's life gets better. You'll stand strong and stand up for yourself, and speak out against it because that shit ain't right. I'm not a fan of bullies. You can send them to me. Send your bullies to me. I'll take care of them. I promise.
Turn your haters into escalators.
Hey, there you go. There you go. See, boy, oh my god, how do I get in contact with somebody to get this man a motivational speaking career? It needs to happen, Michael. I love it, man. You got a saying for everything, and it's all positive. I mean, I love it, brother. Let me ask you this: do you wish you saw more characters like yourself represented in horror movies?
Yeah. But I mean, it's like this, like everything in the world today, whether I don't agree with a lot of stuff that's going on in the world today. It's like
Mm-hmm.
they have this voice for this, they have a voice for that. And it's
Uh,
like, why can't people have a voice who has something like me have a voice? But God's been opening that door slowly but surely. And I haven't done it yet, but my best friend and I were talking about a time this time last year to write a comic book called A Man who's autistic, and
uh,
he's sent on the earth from God to do special missions to bring love, restoring like God's love and restoring people's faith and just loving on people. And then at the end of the book, he has a decision to make. Does he want to come back to the earth and be permanently this inspiration that he is, or does he want to go to God and cross over and become an angel? So, and then at the end, I leave it as a cliffhanger for the readers to decide. It's your own destiny. What do you want him to do? Because I don't inspire anybody. I want you to.
yeah.
It's up to you. It's like your mission and work. You have a choice. Do you want to stay here on Earth? After you get to read the book, do you stay the same place as you were before you did all your work, or do you want to continue glorifying God or do your own stuff? That's positive.
Yeah, that absolutely, man. That would be phenomenal. I would love to see that, man. I would love to see you make that happen.
It takes
And
time.
here,
Yeah. And
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And here we go back to Daughter of Death talking about the bullies again, but the teachers and stuff need proof. But the bullies aren't going to do anything in front of authority. That is a problem.
well,
sometimes.
I
But go
some
ahead, Michael.
if you will just leave that up there. So here's the thing:
Mhm.
they need proof because they have a proof education. But let me tell you this: they don't have a proof to show if they're idiotic or not, and that's ignorance at its finest. The key word in ignore ignorance is ignore, and that's what they do. And the thing is, here's the thing: I recommend if you have a kid in school, homeschool them yourself. I know he's like, those kids get on my nerves at home. I completely understand that. I get it. But homeschool your kid because you at least you know what's being taught to the kids. Kids today can't be kids anymore. This is not the same world, the same stuff that we were introduced to as kids.
Well,
And I'll
man,
leave it at that.
it's sad when you send kids to school and then they come home with bruises and black eyes and stuff like that, man. Because bullies, I mean, like I said, man, we started this stream in a very certain way to remind everybody tonight that we're family, we love each other, and you're not alone. And I wish more people would do that, man, because these kids are all together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
And
see each other
became
every single day, and I've been there too, man. Bullying is no joke. So I'm saying, DOD, I trust you. I believe you. If you have a bully, send them my way. I'll take care of them.
sometimes the parents bully the other kids who are bullying, and sometimes the bully
Yeah,
cycle just it's like a
yeah.
generational thing. And some
That,
people
that
are grown and they still do that. It's like use your brain. Use
dude,
be a friend.
that's a
Don't be a
good
jerk.
point too. That's a good point too, Michael. Sometimes, because I remember that, my parental figure contacting, the bully's parents, and then the parents are bullies too. It's like, that is a problem. But here you go. MX says it right here. I took care of a guy that was bullying her. Sure enough. So there you go.
Yep, you can do it. I
Heck
mean,
yeah. King of Midgets,
it's
welcome.
difficult.
Yeah, King of Midgets, welcome to the stream, my friend. Glad to see you in here. Chad Edmonds is saying, Michael, you need to do motivational YouTube shorts. Totally agree.
I don't know how to do all that, so I'm pretty dumb when it comes to technology. But I'll do my.
You could do it. Well, Keisha wants to know, would you be a survivor in a horror movie? Could you survive one, Michael?
I know you, Keisha. How do you know I'm not doing all that stuff?
Oh my goodness, Michael's the killer. It was him the whole time. Dude, your ghost face. Oh my
No,
god.
the Ghostface outfit is so overrated. It's so lame. That voice
Ah.
itself is classic. That's what makes Scream scream. Not the outfit, the voice.
Yeah. Well, let
What's
me
your
ask.
favorite scary movie?
Well, let me ask you this, Michael. So, yeah, you got us a little joke there, So we're going to say you would survive a horror movie. What is one movie that you think it would be the worst situation in the world to be in? Would it be The Descent? Would it be
Yes.
Jaws? Cujo?
Well, I tell you what. The end of the world, like the ones like when God calls us home,
Mm-hmm.
because it's gonna be when the rapture happens and God calls us home. He's either gonna say, "Good job, my faithful and servant," or "Depart from me, I never knew you." And to me, that's the scariest thing anybody could ever be told because it's not just like, "Oh, you're fixing to pass away," or no, it's not gonna be like, "Oh, you're being time out." This is your eternal home, either heaven or hell, and that's
Okay.
scary.
So would it be okay, so to put that in horror movie terms, would it be something like, have you seen the movie Legion?
I don't. I have a little bit when I saw when I was 15, a little bit, very little, but it's like people think I'm joking when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm not. I mean, it's very
Mm-hmm.
real, very, and I mean that honestly. I mean, it's the scariest thing you could ever hear. I mean, like, oh, but I've heard worse. I've had somebody come after me. I understand that. I understand
Mm-hmm.
that. But this is not just a movie. This is real life.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you this, because we're gonna get into sharing some pictures here, and I want to know, how did you, because you shared a really funny story with me earlier. How did you become a horror fan? And I remember you telling me, like, when you had like your first real experience kind of with it. And I was wondering if you would share that with us.
Um,
You saw a
trying to
movie in
remember.
theaters when you were and you weren't allowed. I believe it was Scream
Yeah,
4.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Uh, when I was 16 years old, my foster mom, I was not allowed to watch horror movies or anything, and I was so mad. But I mean, I would listen to her so much so
Mm-hmm.
that I would watch them sometimes behind her back, but most of the time I didn't. I just was the rule follower. But when I was 16 years old, I was almost 17. A friend of mine just turned 16 that April, and it's the same weekend that Scream 4 came out. And so I asked if I could go, and my foster mom was like, "So what's the movie about?"
I got,
And I told her it's like Scream 4 is like a murder mystery, and they're trying to figure out who done what. It's like, oh, okay, one of those. That's fine.
so you sugarcoated it, brother. You were like, it's not a horror movie, it's just a mystery. And then you were telling me that your grandma really is the one responsible for, because like you said, you weren't allowed to watch horror by your foster mom, but then once you were influenced by your grandmother, once she had a little more influence on you, she likes horror movies, and she kind of introduced you to them and took you to
My
see like.
maternal, my Yeah, my biological grandmother did. The grandmother I'm talking about now, she didn't care for them, but she had no problem at all with me watching them, as long as there was a difference between fiction and reality. But she was fine with me watching them because she even bought them for me. We would go to yard sales and all kind of places all through Georgia. Well, and the hometown that I live in, or the place I lived
Mm-hmm.
in, and we
Yeah.
would go to flea markets and stuff. She was like, we were looking. She was in a wheelchair. She would be flipping through movies. She was like this. Here's Freddy versus Jason, Michael. Here's Friday the 13th. Here's Fright Night. That's her right
And
there.
that's your grandmother right there, huh?
Yep. May she
That's
rest in peace.
absolutely, brother. And you shared a great story with me about how she supported your love for horror and even got you something very special, and I would love you to share that story with us if you will,
Okay.
and then I'll show the
Of
picture
course.
of.
Of course. So my grandma knew I loved horror movies. I mean, she passed away January 23rd, 2022. Christmas 2020. I got there a little early because I wasn't planning
Mhm,
on having Christmas with her. I'm not sure why, but COVID was rampant and she didn't want to be around people. And it's
mhm,
right before my cousin passed away, right before, a little after. I'm not really sure, but it's right along the line. So last Christmas, wait, we did spend Christmas together that year, but she let me come home early and open my present. And so she told me that she was ordering things on Wish, the cheap version of Amazon. And so she said, I
mhm.
got you something for the house. You can only open it on Christmas. So I opened it, and she said she had to click on it a thousand times, like maybe more. It's like click, 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 so many different times. And she said they
just
said
to,
if I
just to
got
be
it,
able to
so
get it, huh?
I mean it was repetitive. Click, 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 click. I mean, like religiously, like you would think she was like texting like that all the whole time. And they
Yeah.
said if she got it so many times, she would be able to get the blanket for $1.99,
Mhm.
and the blanket is worth. I looked up, it's like it's worth $100.
Yeah.
And she said, look at this. And when I saw it, my face lit up. And so I have that to this very day, and it's in the trunk now, and that's it right there.
Look at that, folks. That is the blanket Michael's grandmother sat there and clicked and worked, trying to get her hands on it. Didn't give up until she could lock it down for her grandbaby. Check that out. That is really cool, man. That is a cool blanket. Look at that. It said, I love horror right there on it. I mean, look at that, man. We have the Krites from Critters. We have Brandon Lee from The Crow, Ghostface, Captain Spaulding, Pennywise. Oh my goodness, Michael. I even see Alice, Sweet Alice on here. Uh, Frank from Donnie Darko, Leslie Vernon. Oh my goodness, Blade from Puppet Master. That is a cool blanket, my dude. That
So
is.
I got emotional for a second.
Oh, hey, that's okay, man. Hey, let's get some hands up in the chat for Michael's grandmother, man. She pulled through for you on that one, man. And like you said, man, may she rest in peace. That's amazing.
That was the last Christmas we were able to have together. So it's just like, in a way, I think God knew that she was going to go, so he let her do that. And so everything she got me, like she would give me some jewelry, like I can't wear jewelry, it breaks me out. But like little
Mm-hmm.
necklaces that you can buy the novelty for 99 cents in a wallet that says to my son. And it's just something that even though that it's just some simple stuff that I have, and I'm thankful to have those. And like I'm thankful to have so many pictures of us, and very, very grateful and I'm blessed that I have that she was a part of my life, and I miss her every day.
Absolutely, brother. I mean, just coming through with that, what a score. And that's something that you will have forever. That, you know what I'm saying, man? And that's something that even I envy. I have a lot of collectibles behind me, man. And I'm like, wow, what that blanket? That's so cool. That is
You would
awesome,
like
brother.
you would have loved her. You would have loved her.
Absolutely, man. She sounds like a sweetheart.
She was a sweet. She put the word in sweetheart. So I'm just saying. So
Absolutely, brother. Hey, let me ask you this. Like I said, you talk to a lot of horror directors, influence stuff like that. Who's your favorite horror director?
probably Anna Marcus, because I've talked to him and I've made posts about him and he responds directly. Like
Yeah,
when Friday 13th turned, it'll be 30 years. I mean, Jason Goes to Hell this year will be turning 30 years old in August. Um, and
that's
he was only
crazy, ain't
23,
it?
24. Exactly. And I posted on there one day. I make on my posts all the time, and I say, "Thank you for your friendship, brother. I love you, man." And sometimes people just like it. That's what most people do. But he says, "Thank you, Michael. I love you too, and I appreciate our friendship. It means the world to me." It's like, what?
Yeah, he is a really cool guy. You know, I know he gets, um, he gets in some. He doesn't get much love, we'll say that, from a lot of the horror
Well,
community because Jason Goes to Hell didn't, and even Sean Cunningham, like him and Sean Cunningham, kind of have a
yeah,
rocky
I know about this.
relationship.
I've talked to Adam about this. I talked to him about it this like on audio because we only talked on the audio once. But it was something
Hmm.
that I'll cherish forever. It's something that I can like. I'm not bragging rights, but it's something that I'm really, really thankful for. I mean, something that I would
Yeah,
never change for nothing. But I mean,
yeah,
he's a person just like the two of us. I mean, his views are different than mine by a long shot. But it's like when I meet when I meet somebody, I don't look at your views different than mine. I look at you as, hey, you respect me, you treat me like a person, I treat you like a person. It's like common sense. I mean, I'm not going to treat you ugly whether we agree or not. I'm not going to be ugly. But I mean,
yeah,
because we live in a diverse world as it is. So
yeah. Absolutely, man. He is a really cool guy. And Daniel Farrens. I don't know if you know him. He did Halloween 6.
which one
And
is he? The one who played Tommy Lee?
no.
Tommy
He was
what?
the writer. Daniel Farrens is the writer, and as you know, Halloween 6 got crapped on a lot.
Well,
But Daniel Farrens is a sweetheart, man. I mean, he's talked to me plenty of times. Like when I'm working on my video, like when I did the Halloween 6 video. Um, I actually, and when I did the one of the recent videos I did, Scream two,
three.
three, three. Um, I contacted him to get some confirmation on stuff, and he'll talk to me. So some of the facts
Yeah,
are on behalf of him, man.
and I mean, I don't know who that is. I mean, Scream 6 was, it's not, here's the thing. People's like, well, this is a weak sequel. I swear the thing about it is, it may be a weak sequel, but here's my thing.
Mhm.
Somebody wanted to do something unique, just like Jason Goes to Hell is
Yeah,
unique.
yeah. Well,
It's not
yeah,
bothering, it's like this, it's not bothering anybody. It's a movie. I mean, they made you to enjoy. If you don't like it, that's okay, because what? Either way, whether you like it or not, and you went to go see it or you bought it and you trashed it, whether you know it or not, you still put $5 in Adam Marcus's pocket. So who's really winning now?
yeah. That's true. That is true. Um, what would you say is your favorite horror DVD that you own?
Probably Fright Night 2, because I have a story for that.
Oh yeah, what's the story? Tell us, fill us in.
So I wanted Dawn of the Dead, the original, the one in 1978, and I bought it offline from a guy, and I said, wait a minute, are you the same guy who sells Fright Night 2? He said, I do have Fright Night 2. I have one more copy left. And I said, how much is that one? Because I said, I wanted to get the movie, but I'm going to get it for my birthday. I'm going to let it go over on my entertainment, but I just want to know how much it is. So when it comes to next month, I can get it. He said, when's
Mhm.
your birthday, buddy? I said, July 27th. He said, well, that's fine. But he said, I'll tell you what, he said, I'll put that in for you. I said, wait a minute, how much is it? Because that's your last copy. He said, yes, my last copy, because I can't make any more because they only need so many
Yeah,
editions.
yeah,
He said, but I'll tell you what, it's your birthday and I trust you with it. So just Happy birthday.
Man, that's awesome. So he gave it to you for free for your birthday.
He didn't charge me. He didn't charge me nothing. I said, really, for my birthday? He said, yeah, take it. Happy birthday. He said, because so many people say they can say that, but the thing is, you have to be legit. Like, if I could have one horror movie in the world, I would have The Stepfather 3. I really want that movie really, really bad because I got part 1, part 2, and the reboot. But I mean, I really want part 3. But hey, who's to say it won't happen?
Hey, that's true. That's very true, man. Let me ask you this. If you, Michael, could be in any horror movie from any time, you get to be in the movie, what would it be?
Probably Prom Night, the original 1980.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any specific, or you just love that movie? You just think it.
Well, because the killer is so obvious. I mean, it's just because I would be telling, like I said, like the scariest part of the Prom Night is not the story itself, is when he whispers, like
Mm-hmm.
it's just so unique because times were so different now, and I've watched so many movies from the '80s. I like the movies better because to me, like the original of the '80s movies in the early '90s, they had like cartoon covers on the VHS, and like the
Yes.
Paramount movies, like the original Friday the 13th movies. I'm like, I'm going to own all these from
Dude, check this out. Jonah says he just watched Stepfather 3 yesterday.
Jonas. I've never seen part 3. I know what happens, but if you could make me the movie, I would greatly appreciate you. I know it's against the law, but
You need it, Well, I don't know if anybody complain about that, man. It's such a out of print. I mean, come on, man. It needs to be out there, and people need to share it with each other. Because hey,
some of these movies, yeah, I mean, I like the old movie posters look like books to me, and I like the old books from like that's the movie they need to make a movie. It's called The Babysitter, by R.L. Stein.
oh,
You know what
okay.
you know what book you know what book I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen that or read that.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's kind of along the same long lines of When a Stranger Calls, but it's
Uh
more
huh.
intense. I was reading the book. I was like,
Ooh.
this book's killing me. I said, I just want to know what's going on. That's like it's like nail biter. I said,
Yeah, my goodness. Hey,
there's
hey,
three books
man.
in the series.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we just had a Goosebumps reading the other day, which is by
I saw.
R.L.
I didn't.
Stein.
Yeah, I saw. Which one did you do?
Oh gosh, it was a choose your own adventure kind, like choose your own scare, and it was camp, escape from camp,
Nightmare.
run for your life, or something like that, or camp night something.
I, I'm just thinking to what I'm thinking to myself. Where does he think of all these ideas from? Because there's so much up there. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, R.L. Stein is on it. Yeah, camp run for your life. Thank you, daughter of death. Um, what would you do? Let me ask you this, Michael, because we're going to start winding it down, folks. We've been on here for an hour. Michael's been a great guest. So if you have any questions, please send them over. We'll get to them. And once again, we are raising funds tonight. We're doing a fundraiser for the Global Orphan Project. All donations, please send them to them. I don't want it. Send it to them, please. We're trying to raise money for orphans. So right now is your last chance. We've raised $103 already tonight. So that is awesome. And thank you, Michael. It's all because of you, brother. Um, so
God,
so
God's blessing everybody. And
let me ask
go
you
ahead,
this,
buddy.
Michael. What would you do or be like a profession or career, whatever, if nothing stood in your way? Money's not a problem, education isn't a problem. You could do literally, you could wake up and be an astronaut, movie star, in a band, whatever you want.
Uh, Motivational speaker.
Motivation. Oh my goodness. Have you ever thought about doing it before?
I have. I mean, I mean, everybody says that to me all the time. So it's nothing really under the sun to me. So I've been through it. So it's like this. Who can help you more than somebody who's someone said that we're here to help you? Like, yeah, I don't want your help. But it's easier for somebody who's gone through things and able to help you versus somebody who has no experience with life. I mean, anybody can have a degree, and I mean, if you work your heart, if you have enough money, you can get a degree for this, you can get a degree for that. The thing
Mm-hmm.
is, you can do it all day long for the money, but it's even better to do it when you have the heart.
Yeah, there you go. So you would be, and I'm telling you, man, you had an entire chat tonight. We had like 30 people in here at one time that was just saying, man, you should absolutely be a motivational speaker. You can
Yeah, I
do
mean,
it.
I've always wanted to. I mean, also we have to get that picture before we get off here. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to take a screenshot. And yeah, and then I'll tell you something right before we get off too. But okay, so we have some questions here. We'll go ahead and get to those, and people keep them coming in. We will get to your questions. We're going to start winding down. Chad Edmonds wants to know: are horror conventions hard for you to go to?
honestly, I've never been to one.
Ah, okay. Would you be willing to go to one?
If I had enough money, which I don't get that kind of money anyway, I would love to go and meet somebody. But I mean, things are expensive these days.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that a couple of nights ago with Derek. He goes to a lot of conventions, and man, the prices are absolutely insane. I mean, people wanting $120 for an autograph and a picture. It's wow.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if like I have some of them on Facebook, and I even asked them about it. It's like the lady who did Judith Myers in Halloween. Her name is,
Uh huh.
I forgot her name, Sandy Johnson. She's on my
Hmm.
Facebook, and we talk on Messenger. She is super sweet. I told her about the autism I have. She said, "This is one who did Judith Myers, the original version,"
Ah,
and
okay.
she she was a special ed teacher for years.
Oh well, that's great.
So she finally does horror conventions, and the one who does Claudette in Friday the 13th in the original when she's throwing the boxes, the counselor in the beginning of the movie, she's starting to do
Hmm.
conventions now as well.
Oh, okay. That's cool, man.
So
Uh,
I don't know her. I don't have her on Facebook. I don't even know what she looks like. But I'm just saying
yeah,
she's good to know that she's doing things.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. King of Midgets wants to know, how do I reach out to Steven? You can send me an email. I will go ahead and drop that in the chat right now. Send me an email. That's how you get in contact with me, right there.
And if y'all want to get a hold of me, just get in touch with Steven and he'll give the message to me.
Absolutely, I absolutely
Because
will.
I'm funny about. I mean, I don't mind adding people on Facebook, but I'm almost to my limit. So just if you
Uh,
have a question about to email me, just message Steven. He'll get back to me, and I'll deliver the message back. So
yeah, absolutely. And Stefan wants you to know that he's been an extra in a few movies. What movies have you been
that's
in,
good.
Stefan? Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome, Stefan.
awesome. Oh my goodness.
I've never
Yeah.
been in a, I've never been in a movie, but I do have other YouTube videos out.
Here we go. Here we go. Would you get a tattoo of your favorite horror character?
Um, is it talking to me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no,
Nah, not your jam. Would
no,
you get a tattoo in general?
I don't know yet. I mean, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I've learned to never say never, but I mean, probably not. No, I mean,
Oh, okay.
the thing is, when you get old and wrinkly, then I mean, if I had to get anything, I may get if I get old, I may give me a semicolon. I may. I don't know yet. I just don't know yet.
Right here, Stefan wants to know, did she cover her breasts and shout out Michael to you?
No, no,
She
it's just
talking about
messages.
Judith Mike.
I know. I've asked to call her, and she said I definitely can't do that because it wouldn't be fair to other fans because she gets
Oh,
bombarded. But I mean, she's such a sweetheart, though. I mean, she's very, very nice, and she likes horror movies too. And she's a good Christian lady. She's very sweet, and she's taught special ed for years. So that made me love Miss Cindy even more.
yeah. Okay, absolutely. And here we have JK wanting to know, how many horror films would you estimate you have seen?
I don't
Thousands.
know. I don't know. I mean, I prefer like the ones that I'm familiar with, like the old stuff. Like they made a movie. My mom and I were watching a movie for a little bit the other day called "I See You." It's where people break into someone's house. It's like, what? I said, look,
Eek.
if anybody gets that idea, just know what's coming for you. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, Michael,
If you're
he
frog,
stands up for himself now, dang it. That's right, you got it. Hey, here's Stefan says, I was an extra in A Dog's Purpose and I Still See You. I even talked to Bella Thorne in real life. What?
She played in Scream, the TV series, and by the way, I did not expect Piper Shaw to be the killer either. So
Yeah, that's
hashtag
wild, man.
mind blown.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, folks. So if there's any more questions, we'll take them right now. If not, we're going to wrap this up. John Heckman says, Michael, you're a rock star, bro. You are motivational.
Thanks, buddy. God bless. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Michael. Go ahead, man. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up at the end, man, and you can get you your screenshot. I know you want a screenshot with me, but I'll tell you what, man. So you told me when we were talking earlier, I believe it was, you said that you would like to have my autograph.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to thinking, I was like, man, what could I send you my autograph on? Because I want to send you my autograph. So I got to thinking, man. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If this is cool with you, I'm going to order you a Talk Horror shirt, the classic logo. I'm going to autograph it right across here and send it your way, man. Is that okay with you?
Sure, that's fine.
You
How much are your
take
hoodies
that?
usually? Yeah, how much are your
Don't
hoodies
worry about
usually?
it. I'll send you one. Hey, you want a hoodie?
That's fine because I mean this weather's so this weather where I'm at. This weather's so
Yeah.
bipolar. You don't know if it's gonna be snowy, cold, hot, rainy the next.
Okay. So a hoodie is on its way to you, man. As soon as I can lock one, it'll have to come to me first. I'll sign it up with a Sharpie and send it your way.
I appreciate it, brother. I mean, if you this one, can you just like send like a picture and you can just sign it?
Oh, okay. And then I won't if I do that, I won't sign the hoodie so that way you can wash it and the
Right.
autograph
So I
won't
mean,
come off.
the picture is like I put it in a frame. I said, "This is my special friend."
All right, what kind of picture do you want of me? Do you want me to strike a pose?
Not like that, Stephen. Just like a
How
picture,
about this?
like a yeah.
Like
And
that?
I gotta say, I'm gonna say, I have a good thing I'm gonna say before I get off, though.
Absolutely, brother. Anything you want. This is your moment.
Well, I'm not gonna say it right now, but right before we get off, I will.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up now. We're about to hop off, brother, man. So
Okay,
if you
let's get
have
that picture. You ready?
yep, get that picture, man.
Smile, Stephen. Hold on. Let me go this way too. Hold on. Here goes. This camera's about to get on my nerves. Here goes. There we go. Oh,
Did you get it, brother?
I think so.
There you go, man. And hey, did you want to share that message with me or with the horror fan, brother? Because this is your minute.
Everybody.
Go ahead.
For everybody.
They're here for you.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of my system first, okay?
Go ahead.
Stay cool, stay breezy, and stay in the horror fam, my friends.
Yes. Everybody, hey, let's get some hands in here for Michael. We had an awesome stream tonight, man. Thank you for being on, brother. You're a trooper. You're a bad to the bone. Just like Jonas said, dude, you're an inspiration. I can't wait until you're a motivational speaker. Please, when you are and you're talking to millions of people and you're famous and you're drinking champagne, please remember little folks like me.
But it's people like you that help me a lot, and I really appreciate it. And like I said, guys, or just some advice to all of y'all. And I mean this is just more spiritual stuff, I know. But here's the thing: you guys don't know God is your Savior. Please get to know Him while there's still time. And let me tell you, it will change your life, and He will do the rest. Just have faith in God and have faith in yourself. And remember, you can do anything you set your mind to. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it takes time to grow, just like the plants.
There you go. Hey, thank you, Michael. Hey, I just want to say, man, seriously, thank you so much for being on. You have been a great guest. It was so fun to talk with you, and it was so fun to raise money for orphans. You're such an inspiration, Michael. Let me tell you what, man. JP coming in with the last minute donation. What are we up to? We were at $103. Let's see what we're currently up to. I didn't see it, Dragon, so I didn't see the last minute donation. But dude, we've raised over $100 for orphans tonight, and it's all in your name, Michael. It's all because you've been awesome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for being a total trooper and sharing this knowledge with us, sharing your inspiration with us, sharing your heart with us, man, and your family and your grandmother with us, man. You're absolutely amazing. JP sent over $20, man. We're at $123 on the night. It's all going to the Global Orphan Project.
You're part of the family too, Steve. So don't show yourself short. And everybody who's came on here, yourself, Uncle Adam, Kelsey, Sarah, Miss Keisha, Stacy, everybody, and the ones I don't know yet. Thank y'all so much for the love, the support, your kindness, everything. You guys are awesome. Each and every one of you are.
Absolutely, brother. Thanks to all of you for being here. Adam says, love you, nephew. DOD's giving hugs out all around. Dragon Blues, the horror fam, is awesome. We are strong, and it's made up of people with wonderful hearts, just like Michael here.
Should I share with them by Mrs. Voorhees the fact I was telling you earlier?
Uh-huh. Oh, no, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and hop off, brother. But it was funny. He knew exactly who the killer was before it even happened. It was great, man. But hey, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much, and thank you all of y'all for coming in, brother. Michael, you're just a wealth of love, knowledge, heart, man. Thank you, brother.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much, bro.
Love you too. And until next time, my friends, look horror. Listen, horror. Go ahead and say it, Michael.
Stay in the horror fam, my friends, and come closer and get away.
And talk horror.
You never come back. You never come back again.
Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much.
Good night.